everyone. So I'm here to show you guys how to do a Valentine's Day project that I've been working on. And so this is, I guess, the first video for my Valentine's Day projects. And so before anything, I just want to show you guys what it is. So I made this cute little embellishment of 2 teacups. Now, here's the thing about this. So I did the little tea bag with the staple and everything. I was so proud of myself when I made this. I was just so excited. I kept showing everyone in my house how cute this was. But then I started thinking about it, and like, our tea bag should be inside and the tag should be outside. So then it just kind of didn't make sense to me anymore. But I still feel it's cute. I don't know. I think it's just one of those projects that we kind of get the idea, but we're not being so specific about it. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm still happy with it. It's got these little bits of these little glitters that I had picked up from Michael's, the little set that I put in my haul video. And so I might just keep it this way for the next one, but I do want to attempt, so it makes a little more sense, I want to attempt to just add a little tiny like a tag. So I don't know if that's still possible, but I still like the way it looks like this. I don't know. It's like you still get the idea of what it's supposed to be. So I might just keep it. I don't know. I like it. It makes sense to me, but I can see how it kind of doesn't if you're analyzing it. But I don't know. Let's just make it. I'll show you guys how to make it. I'm still okay with it, but I don't know. So let me just first show you the supplies that I used, because I was going to show an overall process video of how I made it. But as far as this part, like, this is kind of like, you know, okay. So I have these little teacups from, I think I got on AliExpress or Amazon, but they are from KSCRAFT, and I will link all this down below. And it's this set, the one with all the different teacups. I wanted to make some for Christmas, and I just never got around to finishing it, but these are the ones I had made for Christmas. I wanted to do it like this, and same concept, but you know, I just didn't have the time to put that together. So I left the idea now for Valentine's Day. So yeah, these are the teacups that I use. So for this one, let me see if I need to bring it in a little closer. Okay, I'll stay in this frame. Hopefully I'm still in frame. So for this one, I used the more rounded ones. Sorry for all the bag noises. I didn't never expect my dies collection to grow so fast, so I do need to think of a way of storing them now. So for this one, I used the rounded ones, and then for this one, I used the more longer ones to have a little bit of a different shape. I felt it would be just easier to combine the same lengths together. So that's the one I used. And then for the tea bag part, I used, I don't have it here with me, but it's the I think it's nesting tags. That's what it's called. It's from scrapbook.com. So I used the nesting tags, and this is the tiniest one in the middle. And it's super tiny. Just look at how tiny it, you know, let me see. It measures like an inch. So, you know, if you have like pretty good, like if you're good at cutting, you know, these little angles yourself, then you don't really need the die. But I'm so horrible when it comes to like cutting these little edges for tags. I just can't do it. So this die really helps. So I use this die from scrapbook.com. So just making sure I'm in frame still. Okay. So what I did was I first cut the dies, and then I backed them with, I another cardstock, and then I think I used a 110 pound. So then I added some foam right here, so it kind of raises up a little bit. And then I'll show you guys how to do the tea bag part, because that's probably what took me the most time putting together. And then the little string, and I added some embellishments. So I was going to put this on a doily or a tag, but these I want to sell them as embellishments. So I don't want to sell it like as more like as a finished project. It's more as an embellishment, so that way you just have the teacups and you can stick them on a card, you can stick them on a tag, a doily, maybe a bag, however you want to use it. So I don't want to add anything behind it, so you guys can use it however you'd like. And if you're gonna make your own, then you can just stick it on you can just put it on something. So I went ahead and did the same steps for this one. So I cut the die, I put it on 110 cardstock. Now a little bit of my foam tape is showing through, so I'm gonna cut that little piece off later, maybe with I need an X-Acto knife. I know I have one here somewhere, so hopefully I come across it soon, because a lot of my projects I feel like I need to just cut little things like that. So I did the same, and the paper that I'm using is the one from the Hey Valentine. So let me just pull that out quickly to show you guys. So it's this one. I also did a unboxing for this collection. Okay, so for the tea bag, oops. Okay, for the tea bag. Okay, for the tea bag, I went ahead and cut 2 pieces. And then I went with precision tip, I'm now using the Barely Art. This is like my second time using it, and I really like it. I just ran out of my glitter glue, and I had seen a lot of people recommend this one, and you get more tips with your order. So I went ahead and ordered this one, and I like it. They work just the same. I don't really have much to compare about it. They're about the same thing. So okay, so you just add glue right here on the edges, and then you just glue it together. So here's the one that I already put together. Now when you glue it, don't glue the little opening. Let me show you guys with this tool right here. See, you want to have an opening, so you just make sure you don't glue the top. And I'm sorry if I don't sound prepared for the video. Every time I want to record, I just kind of pop in, and I don't even think about what I'm gonna say. I just kind of pop in on the moment. And I'm sorry about my lighting too. Usually I use this little tiny ring light, which is not the best light either, but my craft room is closed in. I don't have any natural lighting, so I just kind of have to work with the lights I have in here. So I apologize if it's a little too dark, but hopefully you guys get to see what I'm working on. Okay, so you notice how I have this little opening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some glitters. So I'm going to use these 2 right here. On the first one that I did, this one, I used these 2, but the pink one hardly shows up against the paper. Oh yeah, and the paper that I'm using vellum, and it's like a cream color vellum. I got this one at Hobby Lobby. So there's even different colors. There's pink, there's red. So if you want to use different colors, I think that'll be just as pretty. So to put the glitter in, now here's where the challenge was. At first I wanted to just kind of drop it in there, but that's kind of impossible. So I recommend using tweezers, okay? And so what you're gonna do is, kind of open it up a tiny bit. These are my favorite tweezers. These are the EK tools. I had my Cricut ones that came with my first Cricut when I had the the Air 2 or something. And when I sold it, I sold it along with the tweezers thinking I can just find those easily. I haven't been able to actually. So I was so glad I was able to find these on Amazon. This is my favorite type of tweezers that you can just, you know, open and then it just kind of like stays in there. Like, I love that. So I recommend some tweezers with the fine tip for this step. Okay, so let me just open it up again. Once that's already opened, what you're going to do is you're going to grab them one at a time. So I'm going to use the bigger ones. Not, I mean, I know I'll get a little bit of the small ones along with it, but there are a few, I don't know if you can see that right there. So this one is giving me trouble to open because when I did the first one, it opened up like perfectly. I didn't even have to continue using the pick. It was opening up perfectly. You could add the glitter before putting the glue on, but I mean, if this thing swerves and moves like a little bit to the wrong direction. Okay. So see how I created that little opening with this? So then you're just gonna drop this in there. Okay. So it's kind of hard to tell, but there it is. It's in there. Honestly, this is not complicated, but for some reason with this one, yeah, so just kind of let it go, drop it in there. You see how they're falling in there? So I'm going to do the same with the rest of them. So I'm just going to grab a few more, drop them in here. And honestly, I think you do have to have some really good tweezers for this step because, you know, it's the fine tip that's dropping them in there. So just keep kind of digging through your glitter. You don't really have to use these heart ones, but you know, I'm using them because they're here, you know, but even just plain red glitter, even pink glitter, they're like bouncing all over the place. Any of that would work. Okay. So just adding a bit more. A little more of this. So I'm grabbing a big chunk with this one. I'm hoping it'll make its way in. Okay, it looks like it might. Ah, it didn't. Okay, so just keep dropping them in there. Oh gosh, this was honestly not supposed to be this hard. I did my first one so easily. I didn't even make a mess. It was just insert. And I even hope I'm in frame. I hope I'm in frame. Okay. So that's about good enough. It's just so you can get an idea that there's, you know, something in there. Let me just try to add a little bit of these right here. So these are like red and lilac hearts. Okay. So I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm kind of struggling with it, but I got a pretty good amount in there. So hopefully you can see that. Got a pretty good amount in there. So then the next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit. Okay, so I also cut, I forgot to mention this, a little bit of twine, and I'm using this pink one that I have from Hobby Lobby. I have this like, I have this like set of like all these different colored ones, and they're not where their ribbons are. It's more where they're like gift bags, like DIY gift bags and little boxes and stuff, and card making are at. So that's usually where I pick mine up. So what I'm going, and I like it because it's really small and it's just like the perfect size for this project. Usually this is what I use also for my miniature banners. So first of all, let me just cover this up. I don't want this to spill accident. Okay. So now we're going to set that one aside. Okay, so What I'm going to do now is add just a tiny bit of glue to the tip right here. Like that. Just a very tiny amount. And then again, I'm gonna open this up, which is, I shouldn't struggle as much now because of the glitter in there. It opens up a little more now. All right, so you see that it's in there now, and I'm just gonna pinch it so it just, you know, really hangs on to the paper. Okay, so I'm gonna let that sit out here for a little bit. And like I said, I do want to make this one with a little like label hanging right here, so it's more like, so you'd see it's the tea bag and the label hanging. I don't know. I'm thinking I might just do it like this, and then if possible wrap it. I don't know. I don't really, honestly, now that I look at it, it's really not necessary to put the label. I think everyone gets the idea what it's supposed to be, and I feel like if I add the label, it might just look a little like confusing now, because the label is actually on this end and the tea bag is on this end. So I don't know if I should even just do it like that, but I'm just going to leave it this way. I mean, I really hope I don't get, you know, any like weird feedback on this, like, hey, your tea bag's supposed to be inside. But I just love how cute this is, and I don't want to put it like in here. It just doesn't make any sense to me to do that when I feel it should be out in display. You know, I think it should be shown. So I'm just gonna leave it this way. Hopefully it's not something, you know, hopefully it's not a big deal. And you know, also I know the staple should be, I don't know. I loved that the tiny attacher on here just kind of gave it this cute little look. So I also don't want to remove that. I like the whole look this way. So I know I'm probably gonna, I don't know. I just like how it looks. I'm gonna leave it. Okay, so now that should be dry, I'm gonna add the tiny attacher, and this is just an extra detail. Obviously it's not necessary, so I'm just doing it because I just think it's so cute to add that. I don't know, just that little detail is so cute. I know the staple usually goes on the tag, but I don't know, I just love the way it looks on the tea bag. So I think I'll just leave it this way. Okay, so now that that's attached, what I'm going to do, and see, it's important to add the glue when you add it in here, because this top part is not sealed. So when without the glue, and even if it's stapled, I could still pull this out and it'll come off. So at least with the glue, it kind of holds on to both sides of the paper, and the staple is just kind of a decorative thing now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach it right here. But before that, I need to attach the back part of it. So it's going to look something like this. Okay, so I'm gonna do the back part first, and then I'm gonna move on to the front. So I have this this scrap piece of sticker paper that I use for my orders. Sometimes when my printer accidentally ships one in a page, then I'm left with, you know, sticker paper. So I like to use it just for little projects or to label stuff around my craft room. Okay, so before I add it though, I'm just gonna do one straight little tiny line back here like that. And then I'm going to attach this right here. And make sure you keep an eye on it, that it's hanging the way you want it to hang in the front. So like that. Okay, so let me put this down again. Kind of came off So then what I'm going to do now is just add a little like bits of lines on the side. I know my paper is sticky enough already, but just to add some extra hold. And then now I'm just going to attach it. Now you could trim your string so it's not so long, but at the same time I also wanted to like reinforce the two little teacups. And then just press that in. Okay, so because this dangles like that, I don't want this to keep lifting. So what I did to this one, I added some foam tape. So I'm gonna grab my big old roll from Amazon and just cut a little amount, kind of like a matching amount, and then just attach it right behind here, like that. And then just kind of let it drop wherever you want it. So I want it like right here. So should end up looking like this. And if you want it to look like an actual teacup, you know, then you could skip making this into a little shaker and just do a regular tag. Maybe you have small stamps that you can write little things right here. I think that's actually a cute idea as well. But I don't know, I loved how it looked like this. Okay. I also have these little stickers from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to attach one right above here so you can still see the little sequence that's in there. So that's that. And now we get to decorate the little part right here. And I actually want to add roses, I think, to this one. Or I don't know. Because see, this one's more like, they're two different styles. So this one should get something like roses or something red. Maybe, you know what? Let me go through the chipboard stickers that came with the kit. So maybe I could add a chipboard sticker to that. And see, I don't know if you guys heard me mention in my other video that like I like putting these in a container because of this. See how they all, but I haven't had a chance to place a Michael's order. I think I'm going to place a Michael's order tonight to pick up in the morning because see how they keep falling? Hey, I actually like how this might look, but I don't know. Okay. So let me see, I'm gonna pick out, let's see, which one would go best? I kind of like this red heart right here. I feel like this red heart, no, it doesn't really show. Maybe this one? Oh my gosh, they're all coming apart already. I think this one, or this one actually. I think this one's way, nope, doesn't really. Oh, what about something like So Sweet? No, too big. I might have to go with this, Forever. I think the Forever one is cute and it goes, but I want to add something around it. So I think I'll leave it like that. It's actually cute, just like that. So I'm going to attach this. I'm going to add a little bit of glue as well. Just like that, so it stays in place. Okay. So I'm gonna add it right here in the corner. And then I'm also going to add, okay, all my chipboard stickers are coming apart. Maybe I should add another chipboard, maybe around here. No, I don't want to cover the little tea bag because that's the, I guess that's the star of the look. So I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit so you guys can see more of what I'm working on. Okay, So I think I'm just gonna add some enamel dots. I think that that will help bring it out. So just gonna go for like just like different shades of red, like one above here. I've been wanting to buy enamel dots that have like more of like a spring, like a shimmer to them. I think that would look pretty. All of the ones I have are just these, and although I love them, I would like to add something different. And I need to buy more like tiny pink ones because that's what I use the most of and I keep running out. So I should invest in some like pink ones. One like right here. I think I could add one more. Could add this. Okay. That's that. So this is what it looks like now that it's done. Like I said, the tea bag outside and the staple probably doesn't make sense, but it's just for looks. I think it looks so cute this way. I'm gonna make a bunch more. So this is what it looks like, and I will be making some more. These are gonna go in my shop this Saturday, January 9th. I'm going to release my first Valentine's Day sale, and there's so much that I want to do. There's so much I want to work with, so I'm gonna make one more of these because I made an extra of the little tea bags, so I can make another one. And I think that's it. I think my next one that I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna do like a plain red and white. I think I'm gonna do a plain red and white for that one. And yeah, so I don't know, I really love how these are coming out. I'm so excited. You know, hopefully you can join me on Instagram. I'm putting all these little stories of, you know, like my process of what I'm working on, what's coming up, sales, and all that information. And yeah, so I will see you guys in the next video. This was a short little tutorial, but hopefully it inspires you, gives you an idea. And like I said, you can do this with words instead of the little tea bag. I think that's also pretty cute. So thanks for joining me, and thanks for watching. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.